This is Meri at the Meri Atelier, and today is Tuesday, April 30th. This is my second attempt at going live here this morning. Wouldn't you know, on the mornings that I'm up and raring to go, YouTube isn't. I'm having some buffering issues. Let's see how this one works. So far, so good, but we have only been in here 1 minute. Oh, dear. Come on, flip. My phone is... There we go. Okie dokie. Good morning. Good morning. There's Kendra. Hi, Amber Moon. Amber Moon. Good morning, ladies. Thank you for putting up with the feistiness of YouTube, which makes Meri a little feisty. My board here is a little warped. That means I need to get my cover painted and get my May art journal done. I have coffee. I need coffee. I was saying that my April art journal is stuffed full. I don't going to have room for my canvas, my acrylic April. So I think I'll put them in May. They're not done. They're not done. I'll tell you, I'm going to have to swear off of challenges like that because my life is too busy to complete anything, and then I don't get done. But I'll just put it, I'm not going to strat over it. I'll just put it in my May art journal. This is the pick 10 that I did last night in Beth's stream. She took over the pick 10 for Lisa because Lisa couldn't be there last night. But I had a lot of fun doing it. I had a lot of fun. You can't see it for the shine, but there was, started out with pink and yellow. And there were a lot of different prompts. Add some objects. I'm not sure why I added the flowers, but it was legitimate. The last prompt was add yarn or beads. I didn't want to put beads in here, but I punched some circles. There's an image and washi tape. This is the washi tape that Mitz sent me. And do a black border, or do a border on your page with markers. So I had a lot of fun doing that. So what I want to do today, besides work on my cover, is I want to go in here. I have some blank pages in here, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to leave them in there. I am going to take this out because it's going to go in my May journal. This is that little journal that Aunt Beck sent me in the 2,500 subscriber winning. So I'm going to put that in May. That'll give me a bit more room in here. Let's put it over on the side here. And I want to go to a blank. I have blanks and pages in here. I really do. ATC. Yeah. So, and I'm going to, if I have blank pages like this, is this one blank? If I have blank pages like this one that don't get done in my journals, I'm going to leave them that way. I don't care. I need a lot of pages depending on what I'm doing, but if I have blank pages, I don't care. What I want to do this morning, hi, Teresa. Hi, Christy. Oh, I was saying when I started out my stream that I was in Beth's stream last night. She did the pick 10 for Lisa. And her husband came in and she said hello to the ladies. And so he said, hello, ladies, and she goes, you don't have to scream. You don't have to yell. And I'm thinking, I have such a loud voice. And when I'm talking to you, I'm not talking to you like you're sitting right next to me. I'm talking to you like you're in Australia. I tend to talk really loud. So I don't know. I guess that was the result of my project your voice training in speech classes or something. So Sorry if I talk loud, but I was laughing at her telling her husband that last night. You don't have to yell at the ladies; they can hear you. Mitzi sent me these Posca in Happy Mail. Thank you, Mitzi. That was so kind of you to do that. What I want to do is come over here and I want to test them. Now, I don't think Poscas will bleed through, but just in case they get stubborn. Well, let's see. Where did I pull that from? Oh, I worked on some ATCs last night in the Pick 10. Maybe I need it this way, Mary. Well, let's put it here because that's where I'm comfortable. Let's move my camera over. I'm forever adjusting this camera. You know how that goes. Well, maybe you don't, but if you watch my streams enough, you'll see that you do. There. These are my ATCs from last night. When I'm working on a Pick 10 and I'm ready to go to the next prompt, but others aren't, then I'll come over in my journal and work on something. And this is today 28. So I have day 29 and 30 to do on my next set of ATCs, which should be in here, right? Yeah, 32. So I'm going to test my Poscas that Mitzi, bless her heart. Thank you, Mitzi, for doing that. Let's start out with the blue one. We got two blues. We got a dark blue and a light blue and a green, a yellow, a red, a pink, a white, and a black. So I'm going to start out with the blue. And I'm thinking because these are paint pens, I guess you're not supposed to shake them, but ooh, there's a drop of it. Well, I have a drop of ink on here anyway, so this is going to be a swatch. Everybody talks about how much they like their Posca pens. And I guess I'm liking it. This is going to be swatch ATCs. Thank you, ladies, for supporting my channel and for sending me things like this. It's so kind of you to do this. So there's the blue. Let's try the green. I'm not going to use it all on all of the Posca on one ATC. I'm not going to use it all up on this page is what I'm saying. I'm just testing them to see. And let's put some yellow in here. Teresa's saying good morning to everybody. I was ready. I woke up early. I do like these that they seem to dry pretty fast. I was up at 3 this morning. I made me some coffee. Oh, look, I can just use my finger to, when it bubbles like that, just use my fingers to smear it out thinner maybe. Ooh. The blues, can't do that with the blue. Let's go back and smush some blue in here. I like how thin they are for doing this technique, but when you're writing, that may not be so good. It's a pretty red. Ooh, I can almost cover the whole ATC with this. Let's see if I can blend my pink into it. This will get my Poscas started anyway. So Mitzi gifted me these to me. Thank you so much, Mitzi. Ooh, I like that one. And then we got white and black. Let's try this darker blue. Let's try the darker ones. Ooh, that's a pretty blue. Ooh, I like that. That is a pretty color of blue. I'm slowly cleaning up behind me. I'm to the point now to where I have things kind of where I want them, but now I've got some stuff that I need to sort out and either put it on a shelf or I'm not sure. I have to do something with it. Ooh, I can make green. Ooh, I like that. Let's go back and work on this one up here a little more. How about the pink up here? We need some red. There we go. I don't know. I think I'll leave them just like that. I wanted to do a test page, a swatch page. So yeah, I'll be using these. I want to get one cart, and probably that cart that Lucia gifted to me. One cart that, hi Mina, good morning. Hi Anya, good morning. That just has tools on it. My ink tints, the Poscas, my maybe even markers, because my markers are forever getting off over here to the side, and I'm continually I don't know. I don't like all these markers over here, and I'll put them in a box, and then I'll move the box, and ooh, that's not quite. Let's dry this. Let's dry this. I want to see if it soaked through any. Oh, just a little where it got wet. A lot of, I did drop that in there pretty good. Rather than marking it, I let it dribble. And they dry to a mat. Yeah. Let's go ahead and mark around these. I really want my wider marker. And I found my stamp with the fleur-de-lis on it, and now I lost it again. I don't know. I need to get more organized. I'm a little frustrated because I'm not organized. And I've been working on it all year. We got the shelves up, and I'm slowly getting the shelves with designated spaces, like this shelf is for paper and this shelf is for journals, that type of thing. Now I know this marker will soak through real good. I want to be able to go to, when I want something like my stamps, my carving stamps, I want to know right what shelf I need to go to get it. And I'm not quite there yet. Wow. Very cool. Very cool. I like it just like that. Now I want to document on here. I think I'm going to, let's see. What do I want to do? Ooh. No, that one, I don't want to do that. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Here's my fleur-de-lis. I'm going to put my fleur-de-lis on here. Maybe with a, I could use the blue, the brown, maybe with this lighter green color. And because of course, I stamped the kitty cat. I don't want the kitty cat. Because I'm stamping in my journal, it's not going to be, and I've got stuff under it. Well, Mary Ann said to put a cardstock or a cardboard. Of course, I don't have that out, so I'm just going to go ahead and do this. It's not going to give me beautiful stamping, but that's okay. The beauty is in the Posca. Let's see. Let's grab this. Only I want it up here. I'm supposed to be painting on my journal cover. You know, I've noticed that about myself. I've noticed it about myself, and I know it's true. When I have to do something, I just inwardly say, I want to do something else. Even for my own work, I want to get that May journal put together, and I tell you, inwardly, I'm just going, I don't want to. I want to work on. And I suppose what I need to do is say, if you do it, Mary, great. If you don't, that's okay. That's kind of like what I'm doing with that acrylic April. That was too much of a challenge for me because I have too many other things going. I think 30 paintings in 30 days is a lot. Unless that's all you do is paint. Now, Cinnamon Cooney teaches, so that's all she does. So, but you know, I'm into all these visiting channels and playing the art games and doing my own journals. Yeah, that was too much of a challenge for me. But I'm just going to keep my canvases and carry them over to next month. If I don't get them done next month, I'll do them the next month. Stop stressing out about it, Mary. That one's a little crooked. That one didn't get on there too good. Now let's go and do some in here. And I don't think I'm going to have my May journal put together by tomorrow. But what I decided to do was I'm going to go ahead and fold up the signatures and get those ready to go so I can work on my pages in May, even though I don't have my cover done. And hopefully sometime in May, I'll get my cover finished. But I found here in April that because I didn't have my journal put together, I wasn't working on my pages. And that's, you know, I'm not going to do that anymore. So, let's see. I want to document on here. Yeah. Let's see what you're all saying to me in chat. Hi, Mitzi. Mitzi, I played with your Posca pins this morning. I'm just doing these. I just swatched them kind of to see what they would do on the page. I really love these bright colors. I'm going to leave my ATCs just like this, and I was just getting ready to document that these came from you. So let's see. I think I'll put Posca pen testing up here. Oops, I better do that in the wide marker because that's not going to show up. And thank you so much for these, Mitzi. Posca test, I guess I should put. Down here, I'll put gifted by Mitzi. M-I-T-Z. Now I got a page done in my journal. Let's see what you guys are saying to me. It sounds like a good plan to work on the pages. Glad you like the Poscas. Yeah, I love these Poscas. These are nice. When I purposely made them drop on there. This one I didn't up here. I was going to just test some swatches, but then I just purposely made them drop, you know, the big puddle, and then I just whooshed it out. Whooshed it out. Hi, Mark. Good morning. Acrylic April, just have to use acrylic. I don't think it has to be a fancy painting. You could have gel plated the whole month. Really? Oh, well, I missed that, didn't I, Mark? Well, I could do gel plating. Yeah, that's another thing that kind of slowed me down is I wanted to do everyday objects like my scissors and those hyacinths that I painted last. Things around the house. I think I'll continue doing that through the 16th, day 16. And then maybe I'll do some of the things you said, like jelly plate with them. That was that. I missed that completely, Mark. Thanks for telling me that. Ruth said, I'm the same, Mary. I can think of all kinds of things to do when I should be working on something else. Yeah, that describes it, Ruth. You know, and I'm horrible when I have to do something. That's why I can't have a group. Why I don't do a group, because I would just be horrible. That's why I don't sell anything. You would buy something from me, send me the money, and maybe get it 6 months later. I'm just that way. I don't know what it is. I never used to be that way. But lately it's just like, ugh, you know? So when you do that, I've committed. I'm trying to get my commitments done from last year. I'm not joining any more swaps until I get my commitments done. I have Barb to mail to. I have Heidi to mail to. I mailed something to each of those, Barb and Heidi, but I have some things I need to send to them. And then I have the trim, the owl and the elephant trim that I promised sometime last fall or even late last summer, and I'm still struggling to get it out. And I have my snow globes to do. It's going to take me all year to get those done at the rate I'm going. Let's see, this little dress form, maybe I'll just leave. Well, no, I think I want to put it in here. There's nothing on the back. I think I want to put it in here just like this. Let's see what's on the back here. This is the card. This is it'll still be there. Let's see. Do I have this glued down? I guess I do. I think I'm going to put this card over here like this. And I think I'm going to tape this down. I'm kind of getting ready to close this journal out. so that I can just fold it up and concentrate on my May journal starting tomorrow. So I want to glue down the loose ends. And all the Happy Mail that I got this month really helped me fill up this journal. Mark, are you still at work? Are you getting ready to close out your day? Tape there that. Mark, I think not all the time, but sometimes I think he works the third shift. Let's see what you're saying to me. April and you, I meant. Let's see. Sounds like a good plan. Hi, Mitzi. Do you show your pick 10? Oh, I'll show it again, Mitzi. Yeah, I showed it when I first came on. Let me tape this down, and then I'll show my pick 10 from last night again. I filmed it, but I'm having an argument with YouTube. They say in their help stream, when you go out there and look at your information, they say that you can download at 720p. Well, my downloads are coming down at 360, which is a low quality. And no matter how many times I download, and you can only download your videos 5 times a day. Well, it used to be if I got it at 360, I could just download it again and it'd give it to me at 720. Well, that's not happening now. And I swear I have posted 3 times out there on the YouTube help board, and I get no help. So this morning, I tried to download the pick 10 that I did video, because I film my pick 10s. But I like to put them in fast forward, because who wants to, when you're not playing the game and you're just watching somebody do a pick 10 for 2 hours with no interaction with anybody else, it gets a little boring. So I like to fast forward it, but then when I upload it again, I'm uploading at 360. And I have to convert it, and that's not right. If you tell me that I can download at 720, then let me download at 720 YouTube. Or change your information. So if I post out there 3 times, can't you take a hint that I really have a good question, that I'm not just posting to, So this morning I went in, and instead of going to the support board on the YouTube product form, I went in a different way from my YouTube app. So I don't know if they're going to be able to help me or not. But I'm a little frustrated, because I like to be able to do my pick 10 and do it as an unlisted stream and work along with Beth or Lisa or Becky, download it and put it into fast forward and then upload it so you guys can see it the next morning. And that's not happening. Oh, this little dress form was, we did this in our Zoom, our April Zoom. So yeah, I should write this. Bay Grub taught that class. Let's see. April Zoom project. I call these our mini art retreats. Mini art retreat. Is this soaking through? No, it doesn't matter. Let's see. I'm going to call it dress. She called it dress form nail art. Dress form nail art. And Bea Grubb was our presenter. Or Grob, G-R-O-B. All righty. So, Mitzi, this is my, this is the pick 10 I did last night. Let's get it out here. With Beth. Yeah, I did it right at the beginning because I want to fill up my pages at the beginning. So, the quote says, It's a special place that takes you back to that era. And one of the prompts was people and person or people from a magazine. And I chose this big picture. I think they were in a Catholic church in Omaha. They were talking about building a church in Omaha that has beautiful architecture and everything in our Nebraska Life magazine. And I tore that out, but if I would put the whole picture on there, it would have covered up the pink and yellow prompt, which was the first prompt. And I got a little bit of gold on here for the add something shiny. I forget what the flowers were. I think it was add. You know what I did? I copied down all the prompts. The first prompt was pink and yellow. Oh, prompt 3 was add an object, sticker, die cut, or punch. That's what this was. We were playing with the die cut. The last prompt was add yarn or buttons. And I have this kind of a tape yarn. It's really pretty. I got it at Goodwill. And I didn't want to put buttons in there. So I punched some circles. Doodle on your page. Add a word on. Now, this is a simplicity pattern. And I don't know if you can see it, but she said to put your word on a different piece of paper before you put it down. But I got a mosaic behind there, a picture of a mosaic that I glued it on. You can't see it very well. This is Mitzi's washi tape here. I love that washi tape. She sent me, Mitzi, you were too good to me in that Happy Mail. I'm loving this washi tape. I haven't opened this one yet, but she sent me this beautiful washi tape. I'm loving it. So I'm using it, Mitzi. So, let's see. I think I pretty well have filled up the front pages here. There's a blank page. But I have blank pages. I'm going to leave them. I might do some more sketching yet today. But most of my pages, there's pocket pages with Happy Mail. This came from Kim. I should put Happy Mail from Kim, so I don't forget. Happy Mail. She's got Kim on there, I think, but from Kimberly Ray. She sent me a big box of, you guys were so good to me, sending me Happy Mail this month. Kimberly Ray. Happy Mail from Kimberly Ray. These are the, I know I need to go out there, and I was so busy yesterday, I didn't have time to listen to Dee Dee's stream, so I need to go out there. I saw she was doing some drawing. And she gives 10 prompts, so I need to go out and get the next 10 prompts. Take one of your sketches of the faces and photocopy it. Cut it or photocopy it and create another piece of art from it. I might go back and do that, but the prompt was to write down what you could do to reinvent use yourself as a muse was the prompt. The second prompt I chose was to read about or learn something outside of your area of expertise. Now I'm going to use that prompt. I'll write that here. Lisa's going to do a spinning, hand spindle. And she's going to teach a YouTube hangout on it. She sold some kits. And I said those kits were free, and I was wrong. I think the kits cost her $20 to put together. And we paid for the kit plus the cost of shipping. So I said that wrong in my last stream, I think. Oops. I was giving away Lisa's spinning stuff for her. This is more ATCs. These are the doodles. I'm just checking to see how many pages. I've got quite a few pages filled in here. This is from Nana Mo, Happy Mail. These are blank. Let's see, I need a document on the back of here. I'm not quite ready to do it, but here's where I was testing those marker sprays. I'm going to leave it just like that. These are some more ATCs that need to be documented. This is watercolor paper and this is another example of that I wanted to download. I went out and did some urban sketching, and when I tried to download it from YouTube, it only come down at 360. Well, I downloaded it and I format it and everything, but I got to send it through a converter to get it back to HD to 720 or 1080. I want to do more urban sketching. I need to document those. This is a blank page. Don't worry about it. These are ATCs from Janet. So, yeah, I think my April journal is pretty much full. I have a couple blank pages. This is acrylic from Annie V that I swatched. What's in here? Nothing. This is a pocket page. My book list, I read 2 books. I'm not done with it. I don't know if I'm going to finish The Outlanders. I like the plot of the book, but I don't like the fact that there's sex in every chapter. I can take sex, but too much sex just drives me nuts in the literature. Like, if you're gonna write a sexy book, don't mix it with I don't know. I'm disappointed in that. It's got sex in every chapter. I think I'm just going to take it back to the library and get something else. I like historical novels. The Lost Girls of Paris. That was a really good book. I like those type of books. Here I did the testing. I did some sketching. This $100 bill was from Kim. This is the cat from Cheryl. Little sister Cheryl. I need to finish writing the story. This picture was sent to me by Mitzi and Happy Mail, and I sketched it out. I really like this one. Here's B. Grob's mystery envelope. That was fun, and doing this was fun. This was done with acrylic ink. And, oh my goodness. Here's the rabbit from Dee Dee with my mind map on the back. The back of this is more Mitzi. More Mitzi stuff. Here, I need to tape this down. Different ways to process fibers and fabrics. Let's tape this down. Where's my scissors? I get my scissors out, and then that's the last I see of them. If I get these things put in my journal, then they aren't falling out on me. I only need bits on this. I don't need it. I don't need tape on every corner on this. I notice it's falling out on me here. There. And put some here. This I got out of our daily paper, and I want to go back to doing the history pages or finding an interesting article out of our daily paper, our daily newspaper. I read the paper after my brother gets done. He likes to read his paper in the morning, and so after he's done with it, I like to work the puzzle. He works the crossword puzzle, and I work the Sudoku, whatever it is, puzzle. I can get the easy ones, and I can kind of get the medium ones. The hard ones I'm still working on. I'm still working on getting those hard puzzles. They make you think. Logic. If this goes here, then that number goes there, then this number has to go over here type thing. I'm kind of working on closing out my April journal here. There we go. Oh, of course, I glued it on continuing with Meri, the mystery stories. I'll have to change that and put those over there. Another pocket page. This is the tar gel test. This was a pick 10. Come pick the flowers with me. They are free. My camera's crooked, of course. Now I'm getting into some blank pages. But then I got Happy Mail from Sharon Marlowe. And a couple more blank pages, some tar gel and fine liner tests. More tar gel tests. This was just a wipe-off page here. Blank pages. This was a pick 10. I think I did this with Beth too. Saturday night or Friday night, I can't remember. A lot of pick 10s in here. These were pick 10s. This is the black and white stencil and scrap page when I was cutting the May journal pages. Testing pages. This is Happy Mail from, I think this is more Happy Mail from Kimberly Ray. And I didn't put that glue on here and my items are sticking. See, they stick. If you don't put glue around here, the things that you put in their pocket, they'll slide off to the side and then they'll stick to it. Well, luckily these are decals, so it won't matter, but these all came from Kimberly Ray. I should put Happy Mail from Kimberly Ray here. So that when I look at this down the year, I'll remember who sent me this. Happy Mail from Kimberly Ray. She sent me some $1 million bills here. This was left over from a Dirty Dozen, a doodle, a scrap page. These pages came from Janet. Happy Mail from Janet. I should write on here. And then Happy Mail from Becky over here. This is a scrap page. This is my caboose. I like my caboose. I'm going back. I was at the library yesterday, or the post office yesterday, and I drove by that schoolhouse again that has the school buses. I want to go do a school bus before they move their school buses on me. And what else? Some blank pages. I'm just going to leave the blank pages. This was a start of a scrap page. What's going on over here? Oh, last night when I was doing the pick 10, I had a little glass of those flowers that I was painting. Of course, I knocked it over, spilled all over the place. I can tell my page is wet up here. These are Aunt Beck's Doodle Dolls in Happy Mail envelopes. More Happy Mail. This came from Christy. Thank you, Christy. I love this fabric. This fabric is going to go on a special Let's pull it out so I can show it to you. This is beautiful fabric that she sent to me. It's going to go on a special piece. I'm not sure what. But it's a newspaper from the Bloomin' Times. This is going to go on something special, Christy, if you're watching yet. And these are little bits and pieces that Christy sent that I can put on ATCs if I want. Tuck that in there. I'm just about to the end here. Some more blank pages. Happy Mail from Barb. And sketching. Oh, look. I don't know what I did there. Those are my history page. See, that water soaked onto the top of my journal. I didn't get my journal pulled away fast. I know my doodles here, too. Oops. Doodles from last Friday night, and that ends it. These are just pages I should put this page down now. And I should just make a flip out of it somehow. Well, flip it this way. Maybe on one of these blank pages. Put it in here. Let's do that while I'm here. Where's that tape I was using? Of course, I can't find it. What did I do with it? I had it in my hands. Okay. I didn't move it any place. Let's use this then. What's this? Here it is. This is kind of my scrap roll of tape that I'm tearing off. It's an inch wide tape, and I don't need an inch of tape. So I'm tearing it down into 3 pieces. It sort of works if you're not picky about it. Let's put this here. Make use of my tape. Good use of what I have here. I'm just going to make a flip page out of this. Just paste it down in. Yeah, come on. Now we'll just put that over it. So I can close the April journal out and start working in May. And that's what I want to do yet. Is, yeah, I'm just going to put it right in here like, oh, of course I put it in wrong. Well, it's going to be in there wrong. I'm not going to worry about it. It's going to be in there wrong. I need to slow down and trim it off because it's driving me nuts. Or I could try to pull it off again, I guess. It's not going to be in there wrong because it's driving me nuts. It's driving me nuts. Yeah. It's just an art journal. It's a playbook. It's a place to go and work on things. There. Back in the saddle. More. So this is Happy Mail from Barb. There. All right. So that's my April journal so far. I got a few things I need to document in here yet. But we'll do that later. So May, I'm not quite ready to start painting back on this again. I want to get my pages put together. So tomorrow I can just start working in my May journal. So I have my pages here. And I don't mind if they're not if they're not bound in there yet, I'll bind them in there when I get ready to bind them in. Obviously, I need to change painting my covers from the 3rd week to the 2nd week, or even maybe the 1st week. Let's get my coffee out of the way. I'm going to spill it if I don't. Let's see what you guys are saying to me in chat. I've been in my own world here. Hi, Elise. Good morning. Hi, Kimberly. Good morning, Kimberly and Elise and Ruth and Roesta. Hi, Roesta. And Anya's in the house. Vanessa. Hi, Vanessa. Good morning. Vanessa. Verika. Verrika. Welcome. Good morning. I got only bills in my mail and ads. I understand. You know what you do with those bills? You take the envelope, you take the bill out, you say, okay, I got to pay it. If you have to pay it, go pay it or do whatever you need to do with your bill. But you go, oh, an envelope for my TJJJ, my Totally Junk journal. And I've noticed Verizon, they stopped sending me the envelope, the return envelope. And now they've sent me a notice that they're going to put me on for my bill. They're going to bill me what? What do I have here? This is all that water really spilled on everything. It's sticking my pad down to my air. So So now they're putting me on paperless billing. I'm going, they must be running into some mailing issues. They don't want to send me paper bills anymore. They say, oh, I'm going, no, I want those envelopes that you send me. Well, they're giving me the option now, but I just gonna let them do it wirelessly. Hi, Jerry. Good morning. She's doing a hit and run. You saw the Posca pins on Mary's thumbnail and got curious. Those Posca pins were gifted to me by Mitzi. Good morning, Jerry. Jerry's up and going. She has a morning routine that she does every morning. Jerry, all I'm doing is closing out my April journal and getting my May journal ready to go, at least the papers. Jerry is recycled parts for art. Yay. Let's see. Elise and Anya and Kimberly and Teresa and Verika. Am I missing anybody? Mitzi's in here. What do I do with the finished journals? Well, there are still some blank pages in all my journals, and that doesn't bother me. I don't like to have a lot of blank pages. Some of my journals I do, though, but I put them up on my shelf. I put them up on my shelf. They're fun to go through and look through, get inspired a couple years from now. Some of my journals that I completed several years ago are in storage, so I don't have those with me. I wish I did, but I don't. So, sometimes I wonder what's going to happen to all my art when I pass away. But you know what? If it gets burnt or destroyed, it gets burnt or destroyed. If it goes to somebody else, then good. I'm happy with that. That's what I would hope would happen. Is somebody would go, oh, look at this, somebody's art journal. But if that doesn't happen, I'm done with it, I guess, whether I'm done with it or not. No, Mark, I'm not recording in 360. If you're still in here, I'm not recording in 360. I'm recording off of my YouTube. No, I'm not recording at 360. It's mostly my live streams. I like to download my live streams to keep them, because they're just sitting out there on YouTube. I like that they're sitting on YouTube, but no, you can look at them. You can view them in 720 and 1080. When YouTube processes the videos, I think they process, if you send in a 360, they'll process it at 720 and 1080. I don't know if they'll show it at that, but their processor processes at all the different, that's my understanding. That was my understanding from a few months ago. They may have changed it. Who knows? Have you ever used Poscas, Meri? Peg Robinson sent me 2 black ones and a white one last year sometime. And I used them, but then I reverted back to my fine line paint applicator. I have to tell you, I'm stuck on these fine line paint applicators because of you still get that blob. When you use a fine line paint applicator, whenever you start, you get a little dot at the start. You still get that, but you get it with a lot of other things too. So your Poscas, if you're not careful, will blob on you. So that's just, I think it's a function of it coming through the nozzle. But I like my white in my fine line paint applicator. It gives such a pretty bright white, and it doesn't soak in as much. So, but no, I haven't, all those colors, I don't own any colored Poscas. So you might use your Poscas when you go out urban sketching. Yeah, I could do that. That might be a good idea. I could try it. I'll try that, Jerry. Cheryl says, I go to 720 just now. Yeah. Yeah, I think YouTube, if you read their help for the creator areas, they say you can download your videos the highest resolution at 720, and I can't get in it. It's a function of their something that they're doing technically. And I used to download at 720 all the time. Something changed. Yeah. Jerry does self-care in the morning. She's got her. Oh, there's Ann. Good morning, Ann. Welcome, welcome. Jerry saying good morning to everybody. A lot of good mornings going on out there. I love it when you guys come in and say good morning. Yeah, I need to do more urban sketching. But I'm just going to fold my pages here and get my May journal ready. And I'm going to start working on my journal pages right away, starting tomorrow, even if I don't have them bound, because I find that if I have something to work on, I'll work on them. My April ones, I waited until I had what's holding this up here? My page is warping here. Water warped what's under here? There's something under here. A pen. If I have the pages ready to work on, I'll work on them. In April, I didn't get started working on my April journal until the end of the first week, and that kind of frustrated me. So I'm going to get these ready. So you're just, you're going to watch me fold paper. And I'm just folding them. I'll sort them out here in a minute. And I'm going to work on painting and then I think I'll put my canvas pages in my May journal. What do I have here? Things are bothering me. You might use your Poscas when you go out sketching. They're saying good morning to Anne. Let's see. I think I'm caught up with chat. Put my name and address on your journals. Jerry, I have one earmarked for you. You know, and I should get it, that little calendar one with the little kids on it from the Childcraft. I haven't forgotten you. I want to get that to you, and I should get it out and work on it a little when I stream. It's here somewhere. I'd have to hunt for it. I got it in my cubby hole, my desk over there. I should get that out and work on it so I can send it to you. And the same with your eraser. See, the shoulds. That's another thing. I should do it. And so I rebel and say, but I want to work on my art journal. I commit to too much. I commit to doing too much. I need to make myself finish stuff. I need to finish binding my do-si-do book. It's just about done, my do-si-do. See, they're not meeting tonight, are they? They aren't doing anything tonight. I think it's next week. So maybe I'll take tonight and bind my do-si-do book tonight. I'm knitting. Mary, what type of paper is that you're using? I'm using different kinds of paper. Let me go through and show you. I have a map from an atlas, and I usually just use these either as paint off pages or scrap pages, or in my last journal I put down, I was starting to put, you know how Dee Dee has her wingnut book? Well, I thought maybe I'll just, whenever somebody says something that I find humorous, which usually happens on Friday nights, I'll just put it down in here, but I haven't been doing that too much. This is just 11 by 17, kind of a cream colored copy paper that I got at Office Max or Office Supply Store. This is graph paper. This is quad paper. There's 4 quads to 1 inch. I like to use these for my ATCs, my journal ATCs. So I got all those. I think I'll draw my little squares before I bind this journal. This is Bristol board. I like this because when I do my pick 10s or something that needs a lot of body, I like the Bristol board. This is some quad paper from, I'm going to use this for a pocket page from Kimberly Ray. And this is Bristol board again. Now we're getting into the wallpaper pages. Well, no, we're not. I'm still on the copy pages here. Copy paper I like to write on. Oh, Jerry, now I have to turn things upside down here. This is a blueprint, a white blueprint from Kimberly, or from Kendra. Kendra sent this to me. Great big old plat. You have those, Jerry. Only I think this was for sidewall, and let's see, open wall. This looks like a building one here, an architectural plans. This is a manila envelope. This is a white envelope. I put it in there because of the security blue on the inside. Now we're getting into the wallpaper. No, this is a paper bag yet. This is a paper bag that I got at Goodwill. I like to put some shopping bags. Here's another building plat. A&S Building Systems. Sidewall framing elevations. I'm using those. I probably won't do much to this, but maybe I'll journal on the back. I like to leave this like it is. I think that's fun. So there'll be some blank pages. This is wallpaper from Kendra. And more wallpaper from Kendra. And more wallpaper from Kendra. I got 4 sheets of that. This is from Kendra. Wallpaper. A manila page. A white security envelope, a big one. This is more of that quad paper from Kendra. I don't know if you can see that too well because it's a light green. Well, more of the quad paper. It was a big sheet and I cut it down to 11 by 17. This is wallpaper from Kendra. Wallpaper from Kendra. Wallpaper from Kendra. This is the envelope from Kendra, which I think is beautiful. She does a beautiful job on these. Thank you so much, Kendra. This is a shopping bag. Now we're getting into Janet's wallpaper. This came from Janet, and she's saying one of these I should use for a wraparound. And it might be this one, because it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. I guess you guys aren't seeing these too well here. This is a shopping bag. Wallpaper from Kendra. Shopping bag. This came from Janet. Again, isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? I'm going to use this as inspiration too for the front of my journal. And this came from Janet. Black and gold. This would make a nice wraparound too. And a book cover from Janet. Now, Janet sent me 2 or 3 book covers, I think. I'll have to look. But I only pulled out one because I'm using this as inspiration. And this is the painting that I'm going to do on the front. Which is getting kind of dirty, but I'm going to paint over it anyway. So I'm going to finish it out when I get there. But right now, I'm just folding stuff. Do you put a page for each day of the month? I found out that when I do my pages, that in order to fill my journal, if I put in about 24 pages or 25 pages, that's 120. If you take 25 times 4, that's 100 pages. And by the time I do my urban sketching and do all my ATCs and put in Happy Mail, so, 100 pages like this, 1 page, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I put more than, because I do a lot of collaging, I do pick 10s, so I put more than a page a month in my journals. You're not a problem. You're not a problem. I love your questions. I was complaining because I had to take the papers off my desk and put them in my lap. Let's see. You said good morning to Anne. Mary, have you ever used Posca's? Put my name and address on your journals. Yeah, I think I'm up with chat. You need to embellish your do-si-do book. I did all my pages as much as I'm going. Let me show you my do-si-do while we're talking about do-si-do, because you're getting tired of watching me fold pages. Here's my do-si-do book. I think I'm going to work on binding it tonight. Let me reach for it here. Here's my do-si-do. You guys, some of you have seen this already. My chair needs I've got one of those chair, that you put under those plastic things you put underneath of your chairs so they like roll better. Well, mine's cracking down the middle. My chair's floating away on me. This is my do-si-do book. Wait, let me get centered here. Let me get centered. Sorry for the shakes. Let's see. I think I need to go this way a little. No, this way. This way. One more? Yeah. This is my do-si-do book. I'm really happy with it. I got the first spine all bound, and I don't think I'm going to embellish it anymore. I might do some playing with Posca pins in here. A red Posca play in here would be fun. But I'm going to bind it all first. And I've got all this. I'm just doing a pamphlet stitch binding. I poked the holes in one of my streams here. I poked the holes. It's just ready. It won't take me long. I need to poke the holes on this one. Once I get them in there, it won't take me long. Then for the closure, I have this wired ribbon that, let me put it down on the sheet here. It's really pretty because it's floral. It's really pretty. And I think that I'm going to just wrap it around. I might attach it here somehow, attach it onto this little flap. I have that little flap. I didn't cut it off. And wrap it around well, I don't know if I want to attach it there or not. Maybe on this one, attach it back here. So that when I bind it, I can tie it into a bow, bring it over this way. I think that will just set it off nice. And I was thinking about putting some little black buttons or something up here, but there's not much space. I don't know. I might just leave it. Be happy with it. So we can go to the next journal for May. This was April's project. It won't take me long to bind it. I just got to get at it. So maybe tonight I'll put it on my schedule to bind it. I have to ask all these questions because I'm not always here. That's true, Jerry. You need to come in here more. You need to put Meri on your morning routine. One day a week. I'm teasing you. You do what you need to do. I don't mind your questions. You ask the questions. It makes the stream more interesting. It's just sometimes I miss people's questions. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the do-si-do. And as long as we're talking about this, Tanya and Lisa are doing another stream, and Spanky is going to be their guest. And I think they're doing it on the 7th and the 14th. Are those Tuesdays? I think when I was listening to Lisa last night, I think she said the 7th and the 14th. And I think it's going to be in the evening at 7 Central Time. I'm looking forward to it. I think they're doing a zine, if I remember right. You mentioned in one of your videos you were going to do a flip of your toilet book. Oh, you never found it. Okay. Well, I'll do some separate flips. But while you're here, Jerry, let me get it because it's right over here. It's all done. I finished it. I finished it. I really like it. I really do like it in the end. I struggled with it a little. But here it is. We'll just flip here, and then I'll do a separate video flip for. Let's see. How did I tie? I tied it here. I put a button on the front, and I just wrapped it around with this tape ribbon like this. And I have tape ribbon on the first binding over here. And then I have my buttons. I put a button on the top one, and these are cardboard buttons that I made out of cardstock. And then I sewed gold threads on each one of those buttons. There were 72 of them. What was I thinking of? Sewing 72 buttons with just threading the thread through there. And then here are the tags. Of course, I put buttons and cardboard buttons there. And then I have Tim Holtz fabric pieces in the side. And this is the one button, because all these other buttons are black. And I was saying, oh, I don't have another black button. And Tanya said, well, if you have an odd one, put it on an odd place, because these are all in the center. So I put it up at the top and that marks my very first page. So you open it up, and I put, for the inside, I had buttons as spacers, but I was finding that was not enough after I added all my embellishments. So on the inside here, I put this bling in there, and I really do like that. And then I just added some red trim because I needed some color. So yeah, and then the pages are pretty much the same as far as the yellow and the black and the trims, but the tags are a little different. If you pull out the tags, like this one is, well, this is a Tim Holtz fabric with a little Tim Holtz gal paper doll on there. It says, "Remind me of the happiness." And the book is kind of tall for as small as it is, so it kind of flares, but not too much. And you just open it and you pull out the different tags. That's just two little paper dolls and some Tim Holtz fabric in there. Pretty much the same theme in every one of the pages. This is the little, well, this I just made a half tag out of it. It was an extra toilet paper roll, and I made a half tag to fit into this. This was Tanya's made the little pocket out of, so I had to do that. Tanya's technique. Here's the other one. This is a little tag that I cut out of the window when I made my window page. And here's Lisa's. Oh, and I have the little book. Let me get the little book out of here. The little book. Tanya made a little book, so I had to make a little book. It opens up somehow here. I got it twisted closed with the closure here. I tied it closed because it needed it. There, the little book out of the toilet paper roll. I used note paper. I didn't write in it. Yeah, just wrap around, close it. Tuck it back in there. And Lisa did the flip open page, and here's my tag for that. And it just, I don't have a closure on it. I just fold it close. It stays pretty good. And these are pretty much the same as far as doing the lace and the 3 buttons. And I got some red trim here, the tiny red zigzag trim. I like that little red bling pretty much on every page, and the bling over here. The differences are the tags that you pull out. I'm pretty happy with it in the end. And then I got big buttons here, the big, huge black buttons. I love those big black buttons. Whisper to my heart. He says, whisper to my heart, the little guy. I love it. Oh, and then on the back I used the shimmery watercolors that Lisa sent me. And then I have some gold that Annie V sent me, just smooshed on the back to make a pretty back on these tags. So that's it, pretty much the same all the way. Where's my window page? I did a page technique with the window page here someplace. I skipped it. Here, got a window page here. I painted the yellow in there. For the longest time, it was just white from the cardboard, from the toilet paper tissue, from the gesso. But there's my window page, and it's just the little gal fits in here, and you can see her through the window. So that's pretty much but I got it done. That's the accomplishment, is getting it done. Then when I close it, I just wrap the yarn around it again 3 or 4 times, 3 times, and then wrap it around this way to close it. So I should do a video flip of each one separately. Should, and get it done is another thing, but it's done. So I've got the January and February. This was March. The do-si-do is April. I'm binding the April. So if they do these, it'll be nice to have a little journal for every month. Let's see what you guys are saying after I chatted. Jerry, your toilet paper journal is very, very cool. I need to finish mine. I recorded what I did so far, so I'll share mine on my channel. Yeah, we'd love to see it, Jerry. Yeah, I need to do separate flips. I will. Right now, I want to get my May journal done. I hope to make a toilet paper roll book sometime. Yeah. Well, even if you do like 1, 2, 3, 4 pages would be enough, really. Or even 6 pages. I've got what, 12? 1, 2, 11, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 12 pages, and that makes a pretty, for a book this size and how it's bound, that's really, I think maybe even 9 or even 6 pages. There's a smaller one there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Half of this would be plenty, and it probably wouldn't sides wobble as much, but that's what I did. Yeah, 6 pages. Yeah, 6 pages would be plenty. Mary, mine's not done yet. Christy, I identify with that, but I'm working on things. I like to get, especially these, I want to get these done because at the end of the year, it'll be nice to say, I made 12 little mini books this year. And I'll probably, what do you do with them? Put them up on the shelf. A shelf of mini. And I've got journals that people sent to me, little mini journals that I really want to work in. Who was it? I think Danny, not Danny. Yeah, Danny. Danny. She sent me a little mini journal to work in. I got it right up here. I keep it out so I can look at it. Not Danny B, our other Danny sent me this one. She did a good job on it, and that's part of why I'm afraid to use it. But you shouldn't be afraid to use these things because they send it to you. But she's put this beautiful charm on it, which is a palette with paintbrushes. Can you see that? And she did the pamphlet stitch there. And it opens up. Let's see, how does it open up here? Right here. It opens up this way. And it's just a little fold journal. It's really pretty. Oh, I think she bought this, purchased for new items and updates. We'd like to hear from you soon, but I don't see, there's no name on here. Oh, here, it's here, paper make. So she purchased this and gave it to me. So she didn't make it, but still she sent it to me. And it's got deckled. I could do this with urban sketching, but that's too small for my urban sketches. So I should use this. But I'm having so much fun making the ones I do. But I got a lot of journals that you guys send to me that I can use. But I put it up there, and I love this charm that's on it. I think Danny sent this to me last year sometime. Bless her heart. So I've got quite a few little mini journals to work on, and I don't know if I can get it the one that I'm doing for Jerry. Can I get at it here? I don't think, without spilling my coffee. I don't think I can get at it, Jerry. I'd show you. I'll have to get it out sometime and do a flip of it or just work on it in my streams. I don't want to risk knocking things down this morning. Let me put these aside. Let's see where we are in chat here. Come on. Art Bar is making one. A toilet paper one. Hi, Crafty Kitty. Good morning and welcome. See you later, Christy says. Going to South Haven, Michigan for work today. Well, have a great day at work, Christy. Be careful if you're driving. She's doing a toilet paper one. Art Bar. Denia. Looks like khaki paper. Is that khaki paper or caddy paper? I don't know what caddy paper is. Or is that khaki paper? It's decoed on the edges. I like that. Yeah, the paper. Hi, Ruby. Ruby in here? Did I miss her coming in? There she is, right above. Good morning, Meri and Lovelies. Hi, Ruby. Good morning and welcome. Okay, so I think I'm caught up with chat, so let me finish at least folding pages. So if I have these signatures ready to go, I can just put a band around them, Midori style, and work on them that way until I got my cover ready. I'll get my cover ready. I'm not going to stress myself out over this stuff. This is art journaling. This is I'm retired. I shouldn't put all this stress on me to finish things. No. And I'm gonna quit doing committing myself to so much stuff too, because when I do that, then this just seems wider. What? It is wider. What's that? We're gonna make a flip page out of this. Let's see. How am I gonna do this? How much wider is a couple? Here, let's do it this way. We're going to make a pocket out of this big one. It's too big. So let's fold it here. And then it'll fold here as a pocket. There. So it'll fit in my journal. Like that. Yeah, I'm going to quit stressing out when I don't have things done, because you know what? If it was for work, if I was getting paid, like if I was at work and was this far behind on things, I probably wouldn't be at work very long. But that's really kind of my issue. There's my failing. But I'm going to quit putting myself under this much stress, because this is just art journaling. This is having fun. Is this another big page? Let's go back to one of these. This is too big. No, that's the right size. Some of these I cut to the right size and some I didn't. But my theme for May is florals and garden. And Jerry, if you're still in here, are you still in here, Jerry? Yeah, she is. Oh, Trouble is calling. Tubby is calling me. Oh, you're still here. Jerry, you did, and I think it's on your Instagram someplace, where you folded those little newspapers. Were those to plant, like little potting, put your potting soil in? Hi, Jacqueline. Yes, for your seedling pots. Could you do, is that a video that you put on Instagram? Can you drop a link to that? Can you do that here, drop a link, or can you send me a link to it? I know it's on your Instagram, but I want to make some of those. And if you don't mind, I might make them in a live stream, because you did that little garden journal for Bea Grob's mini mystery envelope. You did that garden journal. Well, I'm not going to do a garden journal, but I think I'll do garden pages. I love that you're keeping track of your garden. And I can kind of do that because it's been cold here, so we haven't set out much of the garden yet. I had to bring my plants. I had my plants sitting outside, because it's easier to water them. I got plants, but I sent them outside. I had to bring them back in. They were predicting frost. Bye, Anya. Have a great day. Okay, Jerry's gonna go look. I put Jerry to work if she comes in here. She made some little seedling pots out of origami or of newspaper, and I want to do that. What a great idea. Last year when I planted my flowers, I had such a hard time when the flowers are first coming up. I had such a hard time going, are these flowers or are these weeds? And I planted in one of our plots, I planted butterfly weed. And when they came up beautifully, but I thought they were weeds and I pulled them all out. Even my brother thought they were weeds. I put out all my butterfly weeds, so I didn't get any butterfly weeds last year. Well, this year I'm going to mark things better. And I was thinking those little seedling pots. You're starting to post my garden ideas on Instagram. First one is coming today. Okay, thanks. Did she post it? Thank you, Jerry. Can I go there now? Let's go there now and look at her. Because I can get on to, can I do that? Yeah. Oh, look, there's the video of it. Okay, Jerry. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much, Jerry. I want to make some of those. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do an impromptu tomorrow and make seedling pot. And I'll reference you, Jerry. I'll put a link and I'll reference your little gardening journal. And yeah, we'll give you all sorts of credit. Thank you so much, Jerry. Yeah, I want to do that because if I can put those in the ground, I think that'll be a good marker so I have so much trouble when I plant. When the little plants are just coming up, I'm going, is that a weed or is that my zinnia or is that my nasturtium? And so I let it grow and then I get a big weed. Oh dear. You know how that goes for Meri. I didn't say I was a perfect gardener, but we did have beautiful flowers last year. I'm not unhappy with them. Thank you so much, Jerry. Did we say good morning to Cheryl? Good morning, Cheryl. Teresa's in the house, and Cheryl and Mitzi. Anya had to leave, and Christy had to leave. Jacqueline's in the house. Good morning, Jacqueline. Ruby's here. Yeah, tomorrow morning I'm going to do Jerry's little seedling pots. I'll go look at the video today and maybe try one. And I'll make seedling pots for my garden. It's been awfully cold here. In the evenings, this morning I got clean water for my paint pot here, my water pot. And when I do that, I dump the water out the back door. Wait, the back door. But it's cold. This morning it was cold out. 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm going, my poor little plants. I brought them in. But I think I'm going to send them back outside again today and give them a good watering. And I might have to bring them in again tonight. I'm just about done here. I'm down to the wallpaper pages. Wallpaper and flowers is going to be my May, and gardening, I think. My theme for my May journal. In June, my theme is going to be watercolor. But I don't think I'm going to watercolor the cover because I want something more durable. Maybe I'll do a watercolor technique. Thin acrylic. I'm just about done. So I think I have about 25 pages here, but I wanted to put, let me grab a couple more pages. Hold on a sec. Am I up too high on my page? Here, let me grab. I got all these, this is something I'm going to do today. I want to, and somebody sent me this. I was saving this. I think, was it Sharon Lombard who sent me this? Beautiful floral. I'm going to put that in my journal. And I got all these napkins in Happy Mail. That's an envelope. But I need to pull them apart, get them ready for pick 10s and everything. So that's one of my tasks to do today is pull the backs off of these. I set them out special to do. So this is that, in quotes, drawing paper that I think they had it labeled as drawing paper. I think it's tracing paper. I got it at Goodwill. I'm going to put in some sheets of this. Maybe about 4, 2, 3, 4. Put this away. And I'm slowly getting my room organized. Slowly. It's taking me a while to sort things out. Oh, dear. Oh, this chair. I think I'm going to have to cut these down a little, though. I think to 11. I think, yeah, I am. And they're shorter than... Let me fold these, and then I'll cut them down. These came from Goodwill. I've never seen drawing paper. It might be parchment, but I think it's I think that it's tracing paper. It came from Goodwill, so the cover's off of it. I have no idea. It looks to me like it's tracing paper. I think parchment paper would be a little bit thicker. It's awfully thin for drawing and parchment. But still, it's nice to have tracing paper. It's transparent. Yeah, fold it this way. Get my trimmer out here. Oh, what are you saying to me here? Hold a second. Let me get my chair up here. I got to fix my floor mat. It's giving me troubles. Not right now. My daughter and granddaughter will tell me to quit blubbering. Bye, Jerry. Thank you for the link and have an awesome day. I'll bet she's gorgeous. Did you cry? I know when I finally get to meet my great-granddaughter and great-grandson, I will cry. Aw. Let's see. Cheryl says, I got to video chat with my daughter the other day and got to see my youngest granddaughter. Oh, that's sweet, Cheryl. Yay. Vanessa's getting the grandkids ready for school. Have a great day, Vanessa. Jerry's left to start her morning out. She says you can use the origami pots flat in your journal, too, as a pocket. Okay. Well, maybe we'll make some tomorrow. Maybe I'll do an impromptu tomorrow. I didn't do an impromptu yesterday. Let me tell you, I needed to catch up on my sleep this weekend. I was tired the whole weekend, but I slept good yesterday, so I'm up, and I was up at 3 o'clock this morning, ready to go, ready to start the day. And then YouTube wasn't ready. YouTube buffered the first thing in the morning for me. I had to restart my stream. YouTube wasn't awake. There's 2 of them. And yeah. Yeah, if I have about 25 pages, even more than that, sometime in that April one, I think I put more. That gives me enough pages, blank pages. If I have blank pages at the end of the month, I'm okay with that. So let's see, how am I going to do this? I want to divide these pages. This is wallpaper pages, wallpaper. We'll put it with the wallpaper. Shopping bag, shopping bag, shopping bag, wallpaper. I think I'm going to use this one as the wraparound though. I'm going to pull that one out. Shopping bag, manila envelope, wallpaper, wallpaper. I kind of tore that. Wallpaper, wallpaper. I'm going to put the graph paper with the wallpaper. Manila envelope, wallpaper, wallpaper, wallpaper. We have a lot of wallpapers. Wallpaper, wallpaper. This is a plat, and a plat, that blueprint plat. These are copy paper, shopping bag, manila envelope, manila envelope. I'm putting them in piles so when I put my journal together, I can put them in different sections. So I'll have the different pages and I'll have it mixed up, which is what I want. Bristol board. I only got one map page. Map page, Bristol board, pocket page, Bristol board. These are all my graph papers and some more copy paper. Oh, I got two map pages. All righty. Now I'm going to put my journal together. Duh. How am I going to do this? I'm going to start out with, I like to start out with the copy paper. And then maybe a graph paper. I think I'll make 2 signatures again. And let's see, let's do a shopping bag and a wallpaper and a manila paper. And then let's go back to the graph paper and a copy paper. How many do I have in this signature? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe one more. We'll put another graph paper in there. Let's see, how many do I have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's this? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. I got 29, maybe 30 pages. So if I put 15 pages in a signature, that should be good. I got 7 here. Let's see. Let's put one of these plats in here. 8. Let's put a map page. 9. Let's go to another wallpaper. Let's do a different wallpaper. Let's do this graph paper. 10. Let's put a manila envelope, a Bristol board. May I put the Bristol board at the top? 11. I'm going to the center here. 12. 13. 14. One more, maybe an envelope. 15. There, that'll be one signature pretty close. Might have to adjust it. So there's one signature of 15 pages. So 15 times 4 is 60. So 60 and 60 would give me 120 pages. But some of these wallpaper pages, you know, I'm not going to do a lot of journaling unless I put something on it. So let's start out with the Bristol board, wherever that is. 1, 2. I like the Bristol board to do my pick 10s on. 3, 4. Shopping bag 5. Well, I might have to adjust some of this. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I might have more than 30 pages. I don't know. 11. It seems like I do. There's 11. I got more than 4 here. I must not have counted all these. That's okay. We'll put them in there. 12. 13. 14. 15. We'll put this in here. 16. I got 16 there, I think. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Almost enough for another signature. 9, 10. 11. These are a lot of wallpapers, though. I wanted my wallpapers. Let me get these out of the way. I want more wallpapers in this signature. So I'm going to go through. I'm kind of happy with this, though. Shopping bag. Wallpaper. Let's put a wallpaper in here. Let's put this beautiful one in here. I think Sharon Lombard sent me this. It's really pretty. Let's put it in this way. Because we needed 16 in here anyway. Let's put this one in here. And yeah, I need more in here. So I've got more. 1, 2, like this. Let's go into the center of this. Mary's just talking to herself, trying to get her journal ready here. Yeah, my center. So I can put these 2 in there like that. And these. Ooh, I got the tracing papers here too. And the book cover that I'm using as inspiration. Let's see. What do I have here? I almost have another signature, a little signature. Yeah. That's really pretty good as signatures. I could either save them for next month or put them in here. Let's put some of the tracing papers in here. Mary's lettering to herself. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's put a tracing paper here. I'm calling it tracing paper. Put that there. And let's put another one here. Yeah. In this one. So I'm going to start working on these tomorrow, even though I don't have my cover done yet. Let's put a tracing paper here. And put another one here. I'm tempted to save these wallpapers for June. They're beautiful wallpapers. Let's see, maybe I'll use a couple. This is this one. This one. I had 4 of these. Ooh, my shopping bag. I want that in May. That can be for June. I want that in May. There, I'll save these for June. Just too much. And then these will be pockets. I'm going to save these for pockets for May. All right, let's see what I have here. Let's put my 2 more in here. See, more pages that you add, it starts coming, you know, it takes up space here in the spine. And I'm debating whether to leave this. I think I will, because my wraparound kind of takes care of that. And I think I'm just going to leave it like that. But I want to put this shopping bag in there because it's so pretty. It's too pretty for me. I could actually be using this as inspiration to finish my May. Yeah, that'd look good on there. And that's very painterly. But I'll put it for now just to say that I'm going to use it. And then in this journal, I'm going to put this one, which is flowers, shopping bag. And I have Janet's book cover that I want to use. So, but it's going to be inspiration too. These 2 are going to be inspiration. So here are my May pages after I bored you guys silly. Let's see, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Janet sent me this. It's so pretty. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 pages. That's almost enough for 1 month, but 22. And then over here I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I've got 19 here. I'm thinking 22 times 4 is 88. Yeah, I'm going to leave it like that. We might have blank pages, but I got a lot of wallpaper pages that I might leave blank because, you know, who can do art on that? All right. Did I bore you guys silly stiff? Let's see what you're saying to me. Kendra's saying, good morning, Real Esta. Good morning, 33rd Mary. What size is sheets? Ruby, my sheets measure 11, about 11 and a fourth now because I'm allowing it, but the copy paper that I'm using as the basis is 11 inches high and 17 inches wide. And then I fold it in half. So it's 11, each page is 11 by 8.5 by 11. 8.5 this way and 11 this way for each page. But when I use it unfolded, when I'm creating the journal, they're 11 by 17. And I try to cut, I don't get all of them. Some of the pages are shorter just because, you know, like the book page, the page that I'm using might be shorter. Like my watercolor paper, it's only, 11 by 15? So it's shorter to start out with. Cheryl said hello to Kendra. Cheryl says, I had some purple material and will tie my do-si-do book. That sounds pretty, Cheryl. Teresa says, my daughter and granddaughter will tell me to quit blubbering. Phooey on them. They're talking about grandchildren. Teresa says, I'll bet she is gorgeous. They're talking about the grandbabies out there. All righty. So what time is it? It's only 6:20. I could start doing some more painting on this. Would it bore you if I painted? I've kind of messed it up because I did art on it, but it's going to be, I'm going to be painting over this anyway. Can you guys see? Let me adjust my camera. Let me adjust the camera. Let's see, it needs to come down a little and go over a little. That's probably as best as I'm going to get it without moving my camera. Hold it, jiggles. Don't know if I'm doing it any good. That didn't help at all, did it? Yeah. I'll probably knock it off the stand. That didn't help. I think that's as good as I'm going to get it. My camera's crooked, and it's hard for me to figure out what way. That's not the way. That way. And then it bounces back. Sorry for the jiggles. I was adjusting my camera and move the canvas down a little. Move this off. Yeah, I think I'm going to paint. So I'm going to use, I got my signatures ready for tomorrow, and I'll put some bands on here, some folder bands on here to hold them until I'm ready to bind my journal. So I'm going to use this as inspiration this morning. And let's see, where am I at here? I'm going to save these extras for my June journal. And I need my paints. I need my paints. Come on, I got my paints out, didn't I? Of course I did. I know I did. Put them under my wastebasket. So I want pinks and whites and greens and blues. Probably about every color under the sun here. These are the heavy body acrylic that was gifted to me by Mary Ann Powell. Bless her heart. I got quinacridone crimson, yellow medium. Oh, these words. Phthalocyanine blue. I'm not going to use the mixing white, the heavy body titanium white, and the black. And then Annie V sent me some colors that I've been using. This is alizarin crimson. She sent me some gold. Do I need gold? Gold will be the accent. Some greens. Phthalo green. And I think she sent me phthalo green and a golden too, but I'm going to hold that. This Atelier ultramarine blue. So I think get those colors out. You know what I'm going to do this morning? I'm going to reach over here, hopefully, and get that plate instead of using my wax paper as a palette. Let's get this plate out. Let's get the plate out. I've been meaning to do this. Now, I've used it before for like watercolor. I think this is watercolor that's on here. I think this is watercolor, but I'm just going to mix my acrylic right on it. I might take a towel and kind of wipe it off a little. I had it over on the shelf. So my watercolor might mix in with my acrylic, but that'll be okay. Okie dokie. I'm going to paint. Maybe I'll even get this journal cover done this morning. Wouldn't that be fun? And then I could bind it tonight. Instead of my do-si-do, bind my art journal. Okay, so I'm going to start out by just putting some paint on the plate here. Right over the I know this is watercolor. I'm just going to put it right over it. This is the blue. And the black. I tend to use a smidgen of blue and black and a lot of white. White with the red. So we're going to put the white over here. White over in here. Put out a big smidgen of white. And yellow. And what was this? This is alizarin crimson, the reddish hue. We'll probably use quite a bit of that because there's a lot of red on here. Although that's a heavy pigmented. And the phthalo green. I'll put it up in here. And I should put these colors over here. Hopefully I won't knock them down. Get them off of my desk so that I can work. I tend to get my desk too crowded. And then I have this French ultramarine blue, which I think is a beautiful color. I'm going to put it on the other side of the black. And I have to tell you, all of this that I'm using this morning was gifted to me. The canvas was gifted to me. I'm so blessed with you guys. Just bless me. Sherry Lynn sent me the canvas. I bought the page at the thrift store. And the plate I got at a flea market. And Marianne Powell sent me the heavy body acrylic. And Annie V sent me some acrylic. So I'm just blessed with all the gifts that I've been given. Heavy body, crazy intense colors, aren't they? They're beautiful colors. Now I'm putting them over a palette here that I had some watercolor on, which will probably reconstitute. I've got clean water. Let's see, I like to use my flat brushes on these. I like to save my round brushes for watercoloring. I don't use this 1 inch a lot because if I do, it's in the background. I've been using the crafty brushes. But I don't mind them because I can smash with them and smash and feel good. But I've also been using these little teeny liner brushes. And here's my palette knife. These liner brushes, I've been using those. 2 of them. And I got this big thick one out. I don't think I'll be using that. This one, I think. I think I'll start out with, I have another one here that I've been using. This one. Well, I'll pull it if I need it. Okay, let's set my brushes out of the way. And let's get all these ink pens out of my way. I have all these ink pens over here. Here's my other brush. I'm hard on my brushes. I'm very hard on them. I should be oh, we won't talk about it. Let's put these ink pens off to the side. I got a jar here. No, let's put them in. Let me reach. Let's put my ink pens in this glass. Oops, that's got water in it. Let's put my ink pens in this glass. Just to get them out of the way. All right. And then I'm going to get out another towel to wipe off my brush on. You can't see it, but it's off to the side. When I wipe off my brush, I wipe them off on a towel. And I need my water spritzer because it's warm in here and my acrylic paint gets dry before I'm ready to. It gets dry on me. All righty. I think I'm ready. Except for let's check chat. Chat says her Wi-Fi's going weird. Oh, I'm sorry, Cheryl. Hi, Journey. Good morning. Hi, Becky. Good morning, Becky. I'm going to paint on my cover, my May journal cover. I worked a little in my my April one, just putting things in. Oh no, Mary. What? Oh no, what, Cheryl? Oh, something's happening to Cheryl's. Roes is in the house. Journey's in the house. Jacqueline's here. Teresa went to get some coffee. They're saying good morning to Journey. 33rd is here. She's asking what size is the sheet, so I'm caught back up with you. All righty, so I'm going to use this as inspiration. Maybe turn it this way and work on these flowers, white, down in this corner maybe. So I'm going to put my plate over here, and I'm going to be working up in here. Let me pull this down a little. The edge of my canvas comes right into here. Right into here is the edge of my canvas. I just got a teeny little masking tape. So let's see. I'm going to use this one because I can. And then I'm going to be doing these, I think, down in here. I might get a smidge of that pink. So it's going to be white with a, well, let's spritz them a little with water. All right, let's get my brush wet. Now this is more of a creamish yellow in here. It's more of a cream yellow. So I'm going to do white up in here, and it'll probably pick up my watercolor. I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't reconstitute that a little. Not that much yellow. Just sort of like that. And I'm just going to start. And I'll probably need more white as I go. But let's just start putting some. And you probably can't see it because it's white. It's white and yellow with a touch of red here in the center. In fact, I'm tempted. Well, it's got some grays in there. Let's go grab a little gray. That'll help you see it. It's got some grays in here. And I'm just doing the brush strokes for right now. Let's put a gray undertone in here. And more white. And the yellow white. Very impressionistic, which is the way I like to work. That's almost too dark, but for right now, I'm going to leave it and let it dry. And let's get a little of this red in here. Coming off over into this flower here, down here in the corner. My edge of the paper's right here. So I'm just going to kind of put in an undercoat here. And then I'll go in and do more detailing on it. Just kind of get a background and some greens in here. Phthalo green. Let's mix a little of this in there. I'll probably should be using my palette knife. Yeah, make a little red in there. Yeah. some, well, this is just be an undercoat here. Think of this as an underpainting. Just kind of get some shapes out there. That's almost gray, but it's got a lot of grays anyway. This phthalo green, I want more of a spring green. I should be using my palette knife to mix colors with. Yeah. And I had phthalo on my brush. Yeah. I might get this painted this morning so I can get it bound and use it. I had too much. That phthalo green is really intense. And then let's see, it comes in with another white flower up in here. There's some green going on here. Let's see what's on the other side of this. More. Yeah. Yeah. I'll go after the white again here. I'm kind of working on this in here, which just kind of has some lavender colors up in here and white. You can't see the white that I'm putting on. Let's go into some blues maybe in here. Some blue in here, maybe you can see it a little better. Yeah. Some white in there. Just kind of putting on a background so I can go back in and detail it more if I want. But this is all going to fall into the background anyway because I'm going to be putting a black silhouette over this. That's an awfully pretty blue. Let's mix some more white with it. Yeah. Let's bring some of that down into here. More of my spring green over here. So I like this almost as much as I like the detail on this flower here. I like it very impressionistic. I tend to go for the impressionism. There's a lot of green in there. There's a lot of blue up here, but keep in mind that this is a shopping bag. Let's put some blue over. I need a larger space. Let me move my pencils off of the side here. Make room on my desk to put that plate. If I don't move them, I'm going to spill them anyway. And then you'd hear a craft-a-lanch. You would hear a craft-a-lanch. I've got washi tape here from Mitz. I've got my ink pads that need to be moved over. I cleared off my computer desk yesterday. It's filled up this morning. Kind of move some of this stuff over so that I can work. Yeah, alrighty. Put my plate over here. It'll be out of your view, but you'll be able to see what I'm doing. Now I put these two flowers down in here, and they're more yellow than. Let's wash this off. They're more yellow than I want. So I'm going to go back in now that it's dried a little and put some more white on it. It's not completely dry, but I'll leave it that way a little. Let's put some pinks in here. Maybe a little bit more. Teeny bit of reds in here. Darker red coming up in here. See if I can't get at least an impression of it there for now. These colors are so bright and beautiful. Now, I have this pink rose from the other day, but I think I'm going to come in with this darker rose right in here, maybe a darker red rose. Right in here, kind of like that, and in here maybe, and very impressionistic, kind of down into there, and with some pinks. And I'm using my brush to mix with. Spritz of water. I need a spritz of water. Maybe too much. Don't want to cover it up. And I need to define this a little bit more. Let's put some of this rosy color in here, the dark. Yeah, not sure where I'm going right now. Let's get this paint off of my brush a little. I think I'll come in with my whites again down in here, or the yellow whites down in here. It's more white than yellow, but it doesn't show up much if I only have white. But I'll put it in as an undercoat, kind of, maybe. And maybe another one coming up this way. Ooh, that's a pretty color. Kind of let it go into there. Get some pinks in there. Part of the problem is my lighting too. I can't, the light glare is glaring on my page. Well, that changed a lot from this morning, didn't it? Let's put some of these greens up in here. Maybe some of the blue, just to set this off a little. I don't want to touch that too much. And let's play with this blue a little. Yeah. In here. There, I kind of got a good undercoat going on there. Thank you, Aunt Beck. Artsy B Nancy's in here. Good morning, Artsy B Nancy. Let's let this dry a little while I look at chat. I'm going to spritz my palette. I don't have the best spritzer here. Annie V said, don't be afraid to spritz your acrylic, but I need a mister. I'll try to get one the next time I go, and a fine mister rather than a sprayer. I don't know. This might be able to turn. Let's see. That's maybe if I shorten it a little here. There, that's a mister. I had it out too much. Oops, that turned it out off. There, that's a little better. I got that at Sally's Beauty Supply when I was looking for the 2-ounce stuff. But yeah, you guys told me to check Walmart for the 2-ounce bottles, and they had them at one store. They were sold out in the other store. Hi, Azure. Good morning. Cheryl's having coffee and dry cereal. Oh, Cheryl, dry cereal? Hi, Alina. Good morning. Azure's in the house. Aunt Beck is here. Teresa is here. She had, Aunt Beck said, I'm back. I had to get coffee and a herd alley. Good morning, Lynn and Nancy. Artsy B Nancy. Kendra's in the house. Mitzi's here. Journey. Hi, Lynn. Good morning. She's making her way into work. Good morning, Lynn. Have a great day at work. Let's see. Coffee's brewing for Aunt Beck. I'm reading back in chat. All righty. I think I'm caught up with you all. But my page isn't dry. I dropped some water down on, I think, when I missed that. Oh, let's do this. Well, at least do it there. Dab it a little. I kind of like those strokes, but let's dab them. Let's give this a little texture. Just because. It's because I feel like it. I don't know. I kind of really like it. Now I need some more detailing in here. I need some more detailing up there. This is pretty detailed here. See, I like to work impressionistic. I didn't struggle, but I worked pretty hard to get that rose the other morning. And here I just splattered it on, but it needs a little more detailing. Let's go in with a smaller brush maybe, and add some details. Oh, I kind of like looking at it in my camera. Looks a lot different when I look at it down here in my camera than when I'm looking at it head on. Let's see. Not too much detail. Let's go to a brush like this maybe. We want to add some detail in here, maybe with a white and reds. It's hard for me to see with that light, but I'm going for these flowers down in here, and I maybe some light blues, darker light blue, a darker light blue. And then come in with more of that yellow. Well, that might be a little too much. Can't see what I'm doing here. I'm just all over the place here. Don't mind me. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. As long as you got the paints, you might as well play. This is really a darker color. I don't know if I can mix that with the blues or not. It's turning green on me. Might as well use this paint. I got it all out. Probably have enough out to do 20 of these. Yeah. Some darker greens up in here, maybe. Darker. Bring more of that up in here. Now, the thing about this is this will be the front of my journal and this will be the back. So it's okay to have a bit more detail on one side. Oops, did I bump my camera? I'm sorry. Let's see. Let's bring some of that green that I'm liking so well. You don't want to see my palette about now. It's a mess. Let's bring some of that down in lighter green. Bring it in here. That needs more blue. More yellow. Let's bring some. I need to mix more of that green. I'm about out of yellow over here on my palette. Let's put some of that green in here. Up in here. Over in here. I just have blue in there. I need to bring some of that blue down. All right, we're after the blue again here. I need to use my palette knife to mix with, but I'm stubborn. I'm stubborn. Mix more of that blue. Off over to the side here where you can't see. I want to bring more of this blue down into here. Maybe over into here too, but it's... maybe up in here a little. Gosh, I'm kind of liking it just like that. Maybe a dark blue center in here, kind of spooshing out with a white or yellow. Can I do a yellow dot in there and bring it out? Oops. That's green. I didn't like that. I don't know if I can fix it or not. Let's put a dab of white on that. Yeah. Let's go back to these flowers. Oops. That's not the color I want. Use it up in here. Now I need some more white. I used a lot of whites. Meri uses white. Let's kind of maybe do some little. Gosh, I don't know if I want to put the black lines on this. Now that I have it here, I don't know if I want to put black over it. I might continue with what I'm doing here and just use this as my main journal. My green is floating over into my reds here. I was going to put silhouettes over this, but I'm not sure that I want to do that now. I'm thinking I'm happy with it. Let's put some more of this dark red over here. Sometimes you just have to let yourself play with this rather than try to be so detailed. I was so detailed and controlled in here. I spent all morning getting that one flower. I'm going to leave it like that. But here you can tell I went just, and I like this because it's so much freer. It's so much more free. I messed up my yellow here. I turned green. So let's put some greens in here. My yellow turned green. It mixed with the blue. Let's put some greens up in here maybe. I don't know if I want to do too much more to this. Maybe a little detailing in there. A little. Splashy plot of red here. Yeah, I don't like that. Can you put some blue in there and kind of tone it down a little? Put some blues, reds in there. Let's see, I was getting some white out. Just going to put some whites in here. Get some more of that green. Yep, my brother's getting the paper. Squeaky door. Squeaky door. Yeah. Let's get white. Oops, that's not white, that's black. What did I do with the white? That's blue. That's red. Here's the white. Do these look like Mayflowers? I don't know. Let's come in here a little. My gosh, I might be able to bind this journal tonight and be able to use it tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to put the black lines on it like what I thought I would. I think I should quit. I just keep going. That's my problem. I just keep going when I should probably call it a day. Put some more blues up around in here. I need to detail that a little more. And get some more of these greens in here. Yeah. Let's work with this red up here. Now, part of this is painted on masking tape. In here, I'll have to pull it off, and I'll probably put black lines or something around it. Probably should put some pink highlights on those. And get some pink highlights. I'm not looking at chat while I'm doing this. I'm painting. I'm not sure I'm happy with this. Let's put some darks in here. That phthalo green really takes over the world. Oh, I'm out of yellow too. I used all my yellow. I think I'm going to leave it like this. I mean, not put the black. I was going to put black lines. I would probably set it off, but it'd cover up an awful lot. Darker green in here, maybe. Set that flower off a little bit more. And the darker blues. Part of the problem is I can't see what I'm doing with this lighting. It's pretty yellow green in here. What do you guys think? In here needs something. Maybe another flower. Let's put some white in there and see if I can't get something in there. Coming down like that. My darker blue. Oops, I'm about out of white again. I think I'm pretty happy with it. I'm not unhappy with it. Let's put another one of these little blue flowers in here if I can. It's pretty wet in there. I'll make it a darker. Now I'm just playing. I'm just playing. My blues. I'm using the paint up on my palette. Maybe up in here too. Maybe a blue one coming down here with white. Some blues in here. Darker blues. Oops, kind of having those out. Yeah. My page ends in here someplace. All right. No, I'm not done yet. Let's play with this area. Maybe some reds up in here. I don't know. Oh, I know I have it on my brush. I'm not happy with this. I'm not happy with it. White. White. I'm out of white again. I think I should probably stop. Gosh, I wasn't planning on getting this done today. Look, I think it's done. With some darker greens or blues or something in there. Yeah, I don't like that. Can't see for the light shining on it. We'll let that dry. Let that dry a little. Put some sprigs of white in here. I need more white. More white. Oops, that's yellow. What time is it? 7:18. I've got a few minutes left. What did I do with my brush? This was the one I was using. I kind of like that. No, I was doing little tiny whites in here. Yep, it turned blue. Let's put some tiny whites. Just their little flowers tucked in under and between. Little white flowers out in the yard growing up. In between all the big flowers. I think I'm going to call it done. I didn't touch that too much. I didn't detail this too much. Let's go in with this smaller brush and kind of not touch the flower itself, but maybe go in with some darker green around in here and bring those flowers out a little. I'm trying to leave what I did the other day alone because it's more detailed. Now let's go in with some lighter. Going with some of that lighter in here too. I can't see what I'm doing in there. The light's shining on it. Makes it hard for me to see this. Okie dokie. I said okie dokie 15 minutes ago. But I do think I'm truly done. Now I have a palette of paint. What am I going to do with it? Let's take this off. I'm pretty happy with it. I'll cut it. I'll let it dry, and then I'll cut it to size. Maybe tomorrow. I don't think I'll get my journal bound today. Maybe I'll finish up tomorrow, which would be May 1st. So I'm pretty happy with it. I think that'll be pretty. I was going to do black silhouettes, but no, I think I'm happy with it just like that. Sometimes you overwork it, and I don't think this can be overworked anymore. So I'm going to take it off. Yep. We'll put it aside, and let's get out. Let me get over here and get another sheet of big paper. Or maybe one of those, you know what? Maybe one of those sheets of paper that I was saving for my next art journal. Or you know what I'll do with it? All that extra paint. I have 3 pages left to do in my signature here. This was the last one I did here. Let's put that extra paint on the back of this. These are my pages so far in April. I'm pretty happy with them. I'm pretty happy with them. I've got this page and this page and this page left. Of course, to get 16 pages done by the end of the day. But let's just take this and let's get what paint I can off on here. A lot of green mixed in with my reds here. Let's not waste this paint. Let's just put it down. Let's, though, let me take a towel. When I spritzed that water, it came in a stream instead of a mist. And it really did stream right there from between the red and the green. Get some more of this beautiful red. And let's go for the blues up here. This is just what was left on my palette. Now you're using the palette knife, Mary. I think this is black. Let's put that around the edges if I can. I think it was starting to dry out on me. I didn't use much black. And the phthalo greens. Cut that around the edges too, maybe. Or this red. Red started mixing in with the greens. I don't know if I can get any more of that blue off of there or not. Go for this bit of yellow that's left here. Right in the center, turn green. Some of this white. I think that's about all I can get without turning gray. Although gray wouldn't be bad. Gray's not a bad color. It's just it's a subtle neutral tone. Now that I've done that, let's take one of these. Let's take that big brush that I use for glue brushing and give myself a start of a background here. Yeah. That phthalo green. That phthalo green just really takes over the world. Yeah, I'm muddying that up. This is just leftover paint. I didn't want to waste it. I don't want it to get too gray on me. That's where it's going now. Let's take some of this beautiful. Now, where is it? Did I get it out? That beautiful blue that from Atelier. That phthalo green makes me mad. I think I'll let it dry a little. In fact, I don't usually use the heat gun when I'm painting, but I want this to dry out a little. I want to put some color on top of it, and I don't want it to mix. Got a nice dark background. Craft paint dries pretty good. The acrylic, I'm finding the heavy body takes a little bit longer to dry. I've got blue in there. It's pretty thick. I'm going to leave it. This is just scrap paint, leftover paint. This isn't my painting. I'm just getting it on the canvas. Might as well put it on canvas as to wipe it off and throw it away. It'll be a good underpainting. But I want to put some brighter colors on there. I'll wash out my brush good. If I can. Yeah, it's loaded down with paint. Where's my towels? Well, here's an extra one. Oh, they're over here. Let's wash my brush. Where did it go? This what turns it green. When I use yellow, I got blue on green on my brush. I need some water. I got clean water this morning, but I sure got it dirty fast enough. That's pretty good. I want to put some yellow and some white on here and brighten it up just a teeny bit. Yeah, put some white. There, you're using all your white. I am. Yeah. I'm going to have to clean that cap off of the white, I think. It's starting to stick on me. Yeah, it's not dry yet. It's turning it green again. That's dry. Just putting strokes on, just because I want to. That's blue in there. I'm going to leave it. There. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. Brighten it up a little, except for down in there is blue. If I put that yellow over it, it'll turn green. A little of that white wouldn't hurt. There. Okie dokie. So I'll clean my plate off later, I guess. Let's get out my other painting. Throw all this stuff away. Watery, dirty paper towels. I have to dump my water again. Wash out my brushes. Maybe I'll soak them again in Murphy's oil today. They're probably ready for a good cleaning. Move my plate. Now you should see behind me. I cleaned up yesterday. It's a mess again. It's a mess again. Let's get my flowers back up here. Yeah. I think those turned out pretty good. Let me put this aside. Let it dry. Lift my water up over here. Something fell. I don't know what fell. What did I have up there? I don't know what it was. I don't think it was dangerous, though. Okay. No, the other way? This way. There we go. That's today's success. And then I worked in my April journal, but I'm not put my journal here because this isn't quite dry yet. And I got my pages all ready for May. That surprised me. I got that done. Let's see. Aunt Beck says, yoo-hoo. Roesta says, yes, it's great. Thank you, Roesta. Thank you, Aunt Beck. Christine says, espresso, 2 allergy pills, and the other half of Reese's peanut butter cup. Breakfast of champions. Christine, that's funny. Hi, Mom Munson. Mama's finally got your card off to you in the mail. I owed Mama. She won a spring card. I made it a have a great day card instead. Cheryl said, I posted mine in Beth's groups. You should be getting an ATC by today. They're talking about ATCs. Thank you, 33rd, Ruby. Journey's in the house. And Beck says, I will be coming on for about an hour today at 3 p.m. Eastern time. And then tomorrow night for my usual, as long as no one runs into me. Okay. So you're not going to stream tonight. I think Beth said if you didn't stream tonight, she would stream. So, I see blotches of paint on here that maybe I don't like. That reds. Those red, they're just kind of tall blotches. There we go. I think I'm happier with that. That one is a little blotchy up in there. I might have to touch that up a little. Yeah, it's there. Okay, Aunt Beth, we got it. So we'll look for you around 3 o'clock this afternoon. Aunt Beck says we're meeting for lunch from 11 to 2. I'm not sure what Heather has in mind. After Mary, I think I will watch some videos of recycled parts for art. Yeah, Jerry, I'm going to go out and look at Jerry. She put a link on to her Instagram how to make those little origami seedling pots. Okay. Journey, I will be along on as long as I have a safe trip to meet Heather Crafter. Heather Crafter, cool. When I grow up, I want to be just like Meri, paint a flower garden. I'm not, I don't see myself as being talented with flowers. I struggled painting this one, but when I can go impressionistic, I see this as being very impressionistic. When I can do impressionism where I don't have to worry about it looking like a rose, I do much better. If you just get in there and stroke it with your brush and quit worrying about all the little curves, and I'm not a Georgia O'Keeffe. That's for sure. So I would recommend if you want to paint a flower garden to just go start stroking. Just start stroking with your brushes instead of drawing and trying to get an exact replica. And maybe the more you stroke, you can get to that point. But I don't think that if you could see what I was drawing after, this does not really represent what I was drawing after if you compare them side by side. But I'm happy with it as it is right now. Dee Dee had a good live yesterday. I'll have to go back. I missed Dee Dee's because I was trying to get mail out yesterday. I had bills to pay. I had things I needed to send. So and then I had to hurry off to the post office. So I completely missed Dee Dee's live. I'll go back and watch it. Anya says, Meri, that's gorgeous. Thank you, Anya. I think I'm caught up with you guys in chat. Oh, Lynn, was Lynn in here? Did she go off to bed? Did I see Lynn in here? Oh, there she is. Hi, Lynn. She probably went off to bed again. KKM says, good morning, Meri and everybody. Good morning, KKM. Christine says, I should be eating loaded oatmeal. Oh, hi, Marianne. I used your acrylics this morning. This is going to be for my May art journal cover. It's still kind of wet, especially where the paint is thicker. So I'll be cutting it down, and probably tomorrow, maybe I'll get it. I'll varnish it sometime this afternoon because I varnish it with that clear coat, that ceramic clear coat. So thank you for the heavy body acrylics, Marianne. I really appreciate them. I really had fun doing this. More fun than I thought I would. I thought I wasn't going to get this done until the 15th of May. So, okay. It is 7:45. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Thank you all for coming this morning. Thank you for keeping me company in the mornings. You know, I'm so grateful for you guys. You can't believe how grateful I am to have you guys to talk to and all the happy mail you send me. I get pretty mad at YouTube, but you guys make up for all YouTube's faults. You make up for all YouTube's faults. Okay, everybody. Have a great day. And if you have some time, take a little time for yourselves and do some art. Thank you, Mark. Thank you so much, Mark. Yeah, it really happened. I'm pretty happy with it. All right, goodbye, everybody. Have a great day.